Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning to y'all. Thank you for your patience. And yeah, we don't even have to wait for the opening bell. We're ready to rock and roll now, aren't we? Let's freaking go. Quite the move up off of Nvidia earnings. And hasn't completely reversed yet, but we got a move down as well that looks played out. Unless we get a secondary channel like this, we'll be pending that. We are below yesterday's high now. Actually, this is the wrong chart. Here we go. All right, so we got a couple key levels that we were testing there. But we're back down below all of them. So that's pretty telling here. If we cannot get back above 59.50, then we do not have an uptrend on our hands. Good morning, by the way, everybody. Shayak, Saif, Archer, Ren Carl. Haven't seen you here before. Welcome. Bill, TDL, Javi, Fernando, Neil, good morning all. Yes, I actually did have a very nice sleep. You got interrupted though, my dang alarm, you know? Good night. Just going off all randomly. All right. So again, we may have a secondary channel here. All right, we're still waiting for the bulls to make an attempt to go somewhere. I'm looking at the Nasdaq too. What's going on there? Looks like the same deal. Uptrend played out with a break and a new low. So what we're playing initially. Nasdaq is headed back down through a couple key levels. Testing the first one right now. This is actually pretty significant. This has been a level for quite some time. All of last week, this was resistance. It becomes support. We're definitely gonna start to have a bullish outlook. So I'm definitely going to be watching that secondary channel on ES. It has that look that it's going to continue to drift lower. So we're going to be looking for a second entry short setup. Good morning to you, Tom. Yeah, so the secondary channel is looking good. We're continuing to drop, so that's starting to confirm, which is great. And again, we're just looking for that pullback that we can short. NQ a lot weaker than the S&P. It's dropping pretty vertically. Again, we're just going to be waiting for that pullback there. I don't think we have any econ releases. We do have pending home sales here in like 10 minutes. It's not going to do too much. And that's really about it. Got the Bank of England talking later. And I guess Goolsby is talking, and you never know. He has a wild card lately. Nasdaq still dropping through that first key level, coming up to the second. Looking quite bearish. NQ is at that next key level there. ES still going down. We're adjusting the angle slightly. Once we get that pullback, we're going to be looking for a setup here. It looks better on ES just because we're not really close to any key levels. NQ is bouncing off one right now, so that's not great. So ES is going to be where it's at for now. Getting that pullback now, that's what we want to see. Popping above the 21 now. We got to respect this counter trend here. We'll mark it out, and we want to see it break and push up towards a new high before we can think about shorting again. All right, we're having a little break of that move up now. Looks like it may want to push up for that one new high. All right, so there's the breaking new high of our little downtrend, or sorry, our uptrend. So we could consider a short if we can push below the 21 EMA now. So we'll be watching for that. NQ is right on those key levels. For that reason, it doesn't look as good, but we still will watch it. If we get an A+ setup, even though it's not exactly where we want it to be, we'll still consider taking that. Yeah, Archer, I think I'm going to go with that channel too that you just posted in the Discord. This looks like it fits really well on the top and the bottom. So this we're turning off the top of the channel right now. Looking for that lower high here. See if we can get it. All right, we moved a little bit too low to take the straight lower high. I'll want to see a second entry short like that. Same with NQ. This does look like a break of the channel on NQ, if ever so slightly. There's one lower high, but not next to the 21. See if we can get back to it. Okay, we're back to the moving average on ES. See if this can reverse sharply. I may even consider the short right here. That bar didn't quite end bearish enough for me. Doji right there, not taking that. Just need one nice bearish bar here. Breaks the high of the previous bar, turns down. Come on, baby. Just need one bar to go. Like that. Fill some of those long orders and then turn down bearish. We don't want to take any of these dojis. Come on. Tick higher. There we go. Okay, so if this bar turns down, we'll take it. All right, did not close well. We're going to have to skip that one. Still got a chance, though. Waiting on this next bar. NQ is back to the 21, so we'll be watching for a bearish bar there as well. Man, that was so close to closing low. Did not though. Really big bar on NQ. If it would have closed on its low, I think I would have risked it. I think it's very, very likely that that NQ is going to get a new low here. Bummer. See if we can get perhaps a limit order. All right, we'll give this one a try. We'll start trailing the stop once we break that low there. Yes, didn't quite have the bar for it. We closed above the moving average. So context on NQ a little bit better, or the bar on NQ a little bit better. Good morning, Nico. All right, there we go. There's our drop. Start trailing in profit. This is technically a break and new low on Nasdaq, so I'm going to kind of trail it a little tight. Just going to trail above every bar. If it keeps dropping straight down, great. But otherwise, we don't want to have to ride out a correction. Nice. Look at that move. Beauty, beauty. We're below the key levels on NQ as well. Well, hopefully some of you guys independently decided to take that trade. Not trade copying, because you would never do that, right? All right. There we go. Stopped out in profit. We will take it. Over on the S&P, kind of looks like an overshoot here. So we'll watch for a steep correction. So quite possible that we bounce here, as again, this could be an overshoot. If we keep going down, we'll have to just adjust our angle. That happens all the time on these secondary channels. So if this doesn't start acting like an overshoot, we will just adjust, because Nasdaq looks like it's pretty much still in the channel, right? It's still looking valid here. And NQ has another key level below. It's the low from when? Tuesday. Also coming up on yesterday's low. Gonna mark that out. That will be important if we can get below that or not. I would assume that we would with this move down. Forgot to mention the pending home sales was released a few minutes ago, and a huge miss. They were expecting it to be down 0.9%. Now it's down -6%. So that is a crazy huge miss on pending home sales there. Shayak saying it does not look like a solid downtrend. I don't know what else you would call this, my friend. Doesn't look like an uptrend, that's for sure. Potentially at the bottom of the channel here, and we'll wait for a pullback on ES. Very likely to get a correction here, so we're gonna wait and see how this looks. We don't want anything really vertical, right? We don't want buyers to just launch this thing up. Sellers are still active. This will look pretty gradual, you know. Even if it gets to the top of the channel, if it's kind of choppy as it gets up there, that's great. That's what we want. There we're getting that correction. So far, it's not looking too strong. Watching it on NQ2, we might get another setup here at the 21. All right, we turned down again. Did not get the setup we were looking for, unfortunately. It's the very first test at the EMA is getting rejected. Still could get that second test at the 21, so we'll wait to see if we could do that. Cool. Well, this moved down, although it did not give us a setup. Well, this like didn't give us a setup. That at least confirms that, okay, this is not an overshoot. So we have our channel drawn correctly. Downtrend is still active and we're just waiting for a pullback now. So all systems are a go for getting some more shorts. Just got to be patient. ED asking, did we close the regular trading hours gap? Not quite. The close yesterday was at here, 58.95. So that is our gap. Still got a ways to go there. Okay, here we come again, getting on that pullback. See if the moving average can reject. Crossing our fingers for another shorting opportunity. That'd be awesome to get 2 trades back to back like that. There's the first attempt lower from this low. See the pullback here. One attempt lower right there. Here's our second pullback, and let's see what happens. Mikal has the market figured out, guys. Says it's going to reverse now because gold started to go down and the stocks are stabilizing. So there you have it. We're about to experience a reversal. 100% guaranteed. It's going to happen right now. As always, we do have to respect the downtrend here. The correction trend. So it's coming up right now. In order to take a short, this needs to play out. We need a break in a new high. One thing you'll notice is the Nasdaq did not get to the bottom of that trend. That is a first early sign that we might be bouncing here. And same, you have to respect that counter trend. This uptrend has gone all the way to the top of the channel. Got to respect this. This is not something we want to short just yet. Need to make sure that the bulls are done before we decide to take another short position. So as I said, we'll be looking for this little trend to break, get one more push up, and then once we get that, we're good to go on a short yet again. Don't go long in this, guys. Don't be a counter trend trader. We've been going down all day, and just because we have a little pop up doesn't mean the market's going to reverse yet. Now it might, obviously, but wait till we get something like this that's breaking these key levels, right? If you get something like that, okay, now we're going long. But right now, this is just a little counter trend. Wait till it's done. A better opportunity lies on the short side. So first lean into that, and then if it confirms the other way, then click the other way. But I'm going to pop over to Discord. Link is below if you're not a part of that group. We got some movement today, guys. This is looking like a pretty decent day. I already had a sweet trade on NQ this morning. Hopefully we can get a couple more. And if not, that's that's good for the day. But anyway, hope it's a good one for you guys. Trade well out there. Be safe. I'll see you in the Discord, and I'll see you tomorrow on YouTube stream. Peace.